mid-70s with a fair bit of sunshine to get our Monday started. So no real issues out at the bus stop. But as the week goes on, we'll start to introduce some rain chances, beginning with an isolated chance on Tuesday. But it looks like Wednesday is going to bring us that best chance for some scattered showers and maybe even a few thunderstorms. So it is a weather impact day. We'll talk more about just how much rain we can expect and time it all out for you coming up in your 7-day forecast.
Thank you, Eric. After several hours of biking, running, and swimming in the heat, Ironman Louisville 2025 is in the books. The 70.3-mile triathlon saw thousands of athletes downtown, in the Ohio River, in Oldham County, and in Cherokee Park. The athletes had to manage that heat on top of an already grueling race. Pam Stevens lives in the area. She cheered on her husband, Phil, who is a 5-time Ironman. She says they loved having the race here at home.
I love it. I love it. I know he does too. We've done a lot of Triple Crowns. I've never done the Ironman, but I've done some races with him, many in past years, but he still keeps going. He wants to just keep on going. He enjoys it, and it's good for your health.
Absolutely. Well, it's also a race after all, so here are your winners. Today's men's winner, Jason West from Longmont, Colorado. The women's winner, Jackie Herring from Cottage Grove, Wisconsin. Here's something raising money for a good cause. Today at the Hunting Creek Country Club in Prospect, the nonprofit Ben's Bright Horizons had a silent auction. Some of the things you could bid on tonight: a signed soccer jersey from Jonathan Gomez of Team USA, a whiskey tasting for $6, the Buffalo Trace Legends collection of bourbons, and a luxury golf getaway. This was founded by a family who lost their son to suicide, and the nonprofit focuses on empowering mental health resilience for young adults.
But the most important thing in all of this is that families communicate with each other. And if you've got a younger person in your family or a friend that is struggling, you communicate, you talk. Communication and talking are the two most important things you can do. We can't save everybody, but we can certainly communicate and talk and help, and that's why we're here.
Tomorrow, the nonprofit will hold a golf tournament. That starts at 10 a.m. And for something a little bit less intense on the body today, gardeners and tomato lovers celebrated the Tomato Festival at the Purdue Technology Center in New Albany. The Sunnyside Master Gardeners Association presented this family-friendly event. Contests, education, and taste testing 12 different tomato varieties. It's a smart option for anyone wanting to buy fresh produce as well, or get advice from expert gardeners in your community. The biggest or weirdest tomatoes had the chance to win the gardeners a certificate and bragging rights.
It's an educational day for the community to learn about tomatoes and pollinators and how to grow plants. And we have produce for sale and plants for sale, and we have a tomato growing contest. So it's just a fun day for the community.
And the Tomato Festival is in year 2. Check this out. Local witches, artists, and spiritual creators descended upon the first witches market at the Exchange Forest in New Albany this afternoon, shopping for handmade goods, tools, art, and jewelry in a magical outdoor setting.
You're going to find all kinds of handmade goods from occult-related genres. You'll find candles, you'll find handmade soaps, you'll even find plushies that are really cool, lots of jewelry, all kinds of cool stuff.
This strikes your fancy. The Witches Market returns on the 3rd Sunday of every month. Yes, burnouts, wheelies, and other stunts at the Kentucky Expo Center. This is the Twin Stunts Motorcycle Show. Twin Stunts is the only professional freestyle motorcycle team in the world featuring twins. Yeah, check that out. As the name also suggests, they do tricks simultaneously, interacting with each other during those stunts and even doing stunts together on one bike.
This is our 10th year now here in business as Twin Stunts. We've been riding wheelies on motorcycles for 10 years now, but we grew up doing all sorts of different action sports, anything that we could try to crank up our parents' medical insurance bills on, that was what we were doing. We saw some stunt shows at a local racetrack back home. We were riding dirt bikes at the time. We didn't have a ton of time to go to the dirt bike track anymore, so we each had motorcycles. We were like, hey, let's go find a parking lot and try to wheelie like those guys. And it was a lot of fun, and one thing led to another. Yeah.
The brothers of Twin Stunts will perform again next week at the Kentucky State Fair. Jeffersonville's Animal Protection Association shelter helped families find a new furry friend today with their new Catapalooza fundraiser, which is replacing their old kitties and cocktail fundraiser while keeping the beloved silent auction. Mystery pulls, a raffle, and meeting these adorable adoptable cats helped headline this new family-friendlier fundraiser.
This is also the first really family-oriented event that we've had, so we have all kind of activities planned for the little ones. We have storytelling, and they get a chance to take home a stuffed cat for their very own, and they're having a story read to them about the responsibilities of owning a cat. There's some coloring and different things.
Their next fundraiser is on October 4th. It's the Purrs in the City Art, Craft, and Vintage Fair at First Christian Church. This weekend, President Donald Trump breaks with allies to back Russian President Vladimir Putin's plan to end the war in Ukraine. We'll explain this to you after the break. Three people are dead after a mass shooting at a New York City nightclub. Police in Brooklyn responded to a number of 911 calls from inside the Taste of the City lounge early this morning. Officers say they found 3 men dead and 9 other people wounded. Police recovered at least 42 shell casings and are looking for several shooters. They say an argument among a group of people triggered the violence inside the crowded nightclub.
Gun violence of this magnitude, it really scars a community and a city. But we will continue to fight to do everything that's possible to continue to take illegal guns off our street.
So far, police have made no arrests. The eyes of the world will be on Washington, D.C. tomorrow as President Donald Trump welcomes Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky and a number of European leaders to the White House to discuss a possible end to the war in Ukraine. Willie James Inman explains.
The White House is preparing for Monday's meeting between President Trump and Ukrainian President Volodymyr Zelensky. A number of European leaders will also attend, including the leaders of Germany and France, as well as the Secretary General of NATO.
You're gambling with World War III. You're gambling with World War III.
The Oval Office gathering will be the first time Zelensky has returned to the White House since a disastrous meeting with President Trump earlier this year. On Sunday, President Zelensky met with the president of the European Commission, who told reporters there can be no limits on Ukraine's armed forces or outside assistance.
Ukraine must be able to uphold its sovereignty and its territorial integrity.
Zelensky emphasized the importance of Europe and the U.S. standing with Ukraine.
And it's very important that you are with us and that we speak to America and we speak together. And it's important that Washington is with us.
Monday's meeting comes just 3 days after President Trump met with Russian President Vladimir Putin in Alaska, a meeting that ended with no announcement of a ceasefire. On Sunday's Face the Nation, Secretary of State Marco Rubio said President Trump is intent on achieving peace between Ukraine and Russia.
Right now, this is the biggest war going on in the world. It's the biggest war in Europe since World War II. We're going to continue to do everything we can to reach an agreement that ends the dying and the killing.
Secretary Rubio said both Ukraine and Russia need to be prepared to make concessions.
Both sides are going to have to give up something in order to get to the table, in order to make this happen.
President Zelensky said Sunday any territorial matters should be discussed at an eventual trilateral meeting involving Russia and Ukraine, as well as the U.S. Willie James Inman, CBS News, Washington.
James, thank you. Terence Stamp, the British actor who became synonymous with swinging London in the 1960s, has died. Stamp's breakout role was starring in the 1962 film Billy Budd. That film got him an Academy Award nomination for Best Supporting Actor, the only Oscar nomination of his lengthy career. Later, Stamp appeared in the 1978 blockbuster Superman as the superhero's adversary, General Zod. He reprised the role in the sequel 2 years later. Stamp was 87 years old. Hurricane Erin is expected to track away from the United States as it churns through the Atlantic Ocean north of the Caribbean. The hurricane, which was a Category 3 this morning, is one of the fastest, rapidly intensifying storms in Atlantic history. Erin is still expected to avoid a direct hit on any landmass. It is passing north of Puerto Rico, then may likely curve north-northeast into the open Atlantic between the East Coast and Bermuda next week. However, the National Hurricane Center says Erin will produce life-threatening surf and rip currents along much of the U.S. East Coast and in the Bahamas.
Now, your WLKY weather with meteorologist Eric Zernick.
For our Sunday, we had a few spotty showers across a few neighborhoods, especially in southern Indiana, but most of us stayed dry. But we did get that additional cloud cover holding temperatures in the 80s. Unfortunately, we're going to go back to mainly sunny skies to start off the work week, and that's going to bring with it some more summer heat for our Monday and Tuesday, as we could be looking at temperatures into the mid-90s the next couple of days. Then we're going to be watching for a front that could bring us some rain beginning Tuesday late afternoon into the evening, continuing into our Wednesday, and then behind that front, it does look like some slightly cooler and drier air is going to head in for the end of the work week, giving us a little bit of a break from that extreme heat and humidity that we've been dealing with for quite some time. So let's look at that temperature trend for the upcoming work week, and you can see we're well above where we should be for this time of year, into those mid-90s for the next couple of days. Wednesday's that transition day when the temperatures start to come down a little bit. Thursday will be slightly below where we should be for this time of year, but then it does get back close to 90 degrees as we head towards Friday. But it does look like, again, with some drier air in place, it is going to feel a little bit more comfortable, even though temperatures still will be quite warm Thursday and Friday. Let's look at that rain chance now. As we get towards Tuesday morning, the rain off to our north and west as a front begins to come down out of the Great Lakes and pushes its way into Indiana. Most of the rain Tuesday will stay across central Indiana and up into Ohio. Maybe a few showers begin to push in across southern Indiana and towards the Ohio River. But the better rain chances hold off until the front finally moves through. And you can see by Wednesday afternoon, that's going to give us our best chance for some scattered showers and a few thunderstorms across the region. By Thursday, that front completely moves to the south. We'll start to dry up and get that more refreshing, comfortable air to push in, as overnight lows will start to fall into the 60s. So it will feel a whole lot better for the second half of the work week. As we look over downtown Louisville for this Sunday evening, it's been a quiet night. Those clouds that we had earlier today have since cleared up. Temperatures are slowly dropping. We're at 80 degrees. It's still a little sticky out there with humidity at 74%, so it feels more like 84 degrees. For the rest of tonight, we'll stay on the clear side, but another warm night will only fall back into the mid-70s for overnight lows, some lower 70s in those outlying communities. That's how we start off our Monday morning, so a warm start at the bus stop, and as you head back back to work. We'll have some clouds through the first half of the day and hang on to those clouds through most of the day, but still a fair bit of sunshine, warms temperatures through the 80s, and we should climb into those low to mid 90s for afternoon highs. So yes, that August heat does make a return as this upper level ridge actually builds more into the region, and that's going to help to send us even hotter temperatures for the next couple of days. So you can see that here with those highs climbing into the mid 90s for our Wednesday and Thursday, or Monday and Tuesday. You do see that chance for a spotty shower as we get towards Tuesday afternoon. Some scattered showers and storms bring the chance for some impact weather with highs in the lower 90s on Wednesday. And then as we head towards Thursday and Friday, that's when we get that drier air, but still going to be on the warm side, highs upper 80s to low 90s, but those morning lows do fall back into the 60s. And then a more significant front looks to get here late Saturday, dropping us down into the mid 80s for highs next Sunday.
And it will be just nice enough for WLKY Day at the Fair.
That it does look pretty good out there on Thursday, so make sure everyone comes on out.
All right. Thank you so much, Eric.